The first sound is the... I lost your name. Rocio. Rocio jumped in, yes, plunged into the description automatically. Now, have you thought about that, or you thought about something different? To pave the way, to introduce that. Remember that this is your presentation, this is your final test. I mean, in your final test, yes, you come to tell us how you have managed and dealt with the contents there, yes? We only ask you to do that. So, that can be one way, very blunt, straightforward. Now, what would you do? Tell me the words. Do not tell me the process. Tell me the words. Rocio, this would be the situation. I look at the words, says, okay, tail, okay, Rocio, your turn. And Rocio says, well, the first sound is, that is how Rocio would start. The first sound is a voiceless alveolar plosive. The second one is vowel. The third one, the lateral. That's Rocio's beginning. Now, is there any other way to begin? Sorry? Okay, so tell me. No, do not make an example, make it concrete. Do as if you were sitting for the test, and this is your word. Sorry? You are talking in phrases, and I need you to develop discourse. Do not start in mid-air. If you start like monosyllabic word, yes.
It's a monosyllabic word.
Continue.
That contains two consonants and
Think about the word contain. Can you find a more technical word for contain? Can you have any suggestion instead of it? It is a monosyllabic word.
I've been given a monosyllabic.
Can we change this it? I mean, I have this problem at the beginning, right? Because when you start with it, okay, I like it better, yes, if you say, I mean, it's not simply a question of liking better, it's a way of introducing the topic, right? This is not, if you say it is a monosyllabic word, that reference, it, you call it some other way, tail, how do you call it? You taught me that. In language 1, Nocenso talks about reference with, what is it? Huh?
I don't know what exophoric.
Yes, but in that case, the exophoric reference is not working.
It's still there.
What is it? You call it tail, link?
ties.
Thank you, the ties, right. These, if you say it is a monosyllabic word, the tie with tail, this is not a conversation, right? So, to begin with, it is a monosyllabic word. It sounds as if it were part of a conversation, and we were not having a conversation. I was simply checking your word to see what you're going to talk about. So, a better beginning would be, okay, tail is a monosyllabic word, or if you want, if not tail, this monosyllabic word. And you said, ay, pero sí es lo mismo. It's not the same. Because this is a monosyllabic word, you are introducing the topic. Remember that this is your presentation, yes? It's not the continuation of my question. if all the phonetic sums develops in question answer form, then the result would not be what is expected, and it has nothing to do with content. Somebody who's sitting for phonetics and phonology 1 and needs constant support to elicit information from the theory through questions from the teacher means the student cannot manage linguistically the discourse of the subject. Do not have discourse management. So the moment you stop speaking and the teacher starts asking questions and you answer one word and then there's another question and then there's another question and you answer a phrase and there's another question, I'm afraid that is not enough for the final test, because that shows in your preparation time shows that you couldn't manage, yes, to organize all the information you have around this. Yes? So, it is a monosyllabic word is the answer to, okay, your word is tail. Then, yes, it is a monosyllabic word, okay, but that is your answer to my question. And that is not your presentation. So is it clear why this is a monosyllabic word or tail is a monosyllabic word? It's a different beginning, yes, to understand what the student is going to talk about. Okay. Please, it's a monosyllabic word. Instead of that contains, give me a phrasal verb. Which is said composed by 3 segments. Another word for composed? Of course, yes, is made up of three segments. And now, Lucio, yes, this little thing at the beginning, yes, makes a completely different impact. A completely different impact from, now you can say.
The first sound is voices of the other proxy.
The first sound is, now, in this descriptive kind of text. Look, let's have a look at the grammar. This is a monosyllabic word, which is made up of, the first sound is tense.
Then you can cross out the second piece, composed by 3 segments. And that's it, composed.
Which composed, which is,
This
which is,
the word composed by.
no, composed by, it's a, I don't get it, Victoria, sorry.
Not saying which is, just saying this is a monosyllabic word composed by.
Of course, yes, definitely, yes. But my point is tense. Which tense? Okay, it's made up of, yes. But what tense you're going to use in all your presentation? Present simple. Present simple. So, talking about the grammar, talking about the linguistic system, what is it that you need to remember? You need to remember the S of the third person singular. Yes, and to have it clear, the present simple. Right, so this is present simple, and what about that form of the present? Is made up of, is, we are not talking about speakers, we are talking about sounds, so the focus is the sound. Thank you. Present simple and present passive passive voice. Then all the logical connectors that you need. But basically, present simple, present passive, we manage the whole test in phonetics and phonology. Okay, now, very nice. We have the beginning, we have the introduction. Okay, tail is a monosyllabic word made up of 3 segments, or tail is a monosyllabic word composed by 3 segments. The first segment is the voiceless alveolar plosive. The second segment is the diphthong. The third segment is the lateral approximant. The diphthong can be said to be a front closing falling diphthong, right? And then the lateral approximant. Okay. And now, very nice. Can I clean this? Okay. Now, we have the introduction. We introduce, we name the 3 segments. For example, you have problems in remembering the order of the names, the names of the, how you name the diphthong. Well, you can have it there in the notes. You can write it, yes? So that you can feel comfortable, yes? You're not going to mix up the order in there. That is the idea. Okay, you name the 3 segments. And now, what do you say? Now you have to talk about the alveolar plosive, you have to talk about the diphthong, then you have to talk about the approximant. Okay. Take a couple of minutes with a person next to you. What information do you think you can give about these segments in your presentation? Come on. Make a list of possible things that you will do, or what would you mention in the presentation of these segments. Porque si llegamos acá, vamos muertos. We need more. We're good here. Okay. And now, no. What are you going to talk about? What are you going to mention? What are you going to say about each of